There are 5 videos that I'll use to exemplify my point. First, we have a video where a native speaker was asked to explain the past tense for go. Let's check it out together.
What is the past tense for go?
Go. I don't know, pal. What was it again?
What is the past tense for go?
Past tense.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Come.
Come.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you explain that to the people watching at home, please?
Because if you tell someone to go, the other meaning for it is to come back, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's genius. I love his logic. Okay, here's a clear example of a simple verb that most of us are taught at primary school. This man couldn't conjugate it. Some of you might say, oh, he just pulled up a random uneducated person on the street. And to that I can say, let's take a look at another video. This time we have the frontman of the famous heavy metal band Metallica. I'm pretty sure you've heard of them. Let's hear his struggle with the verb to write.
There's one of the songs that I wish we would have written, I think.
No, it isn't wrote. In this case, we're talking about past participle. It should be written, not wrote. Wrote, in fact, does not exist. So as you can see, an educated native speaker who's an expert in songwriting couldn't conjugate a simple verb like to write that we generally use on a daily basis. So if you sometimes misconjugate a verb, it's totally fine. It's even more fine if you're aware of your mistake and you simply happen to have a slip of tongue. So in teaching, when a student makes a mistake they're aware of, but they simply make it because of lack of attention, that's called a slip of a tongue. And it's completely fine. I do that. Native speakers obviously do that. And as a learner, you will definitely do it too. Just don't stress and don't get discouraged by it. Now, as we've got, as you see, I mean, I sometimes don't know what to say, and it might lead to awkward sentences, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't have a script in front of me. I'm not reading from anything. It's all coming from here. So I wanted to say that we've got this grammar thing out of the way. Now we should talk about accent and pronunciation. So which one should we look at first? Let's take a look at this one first. So here we have a news reporter who's interviewing a local with a very thick accent, a very thick local British accent. Let's hear what's going on there.
Won't have it.
Tomorrow.
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 It's tomorrow.
No, it's tomorrow.
But.
I mean, you see, he's proud of his accent, and that this goes to show that English comes in many shapes and forms. So when we teachers are teaching you the correct pronunciation, what we're really trying to do is follow the standard. You have something called the received pronunciation in Britain and the standard American English in the United States. And those are general guidelines as to how certain words should be pronounced. However, especially in Britain, you have so many local dialects that it's very likely you're gonna come across a person that's going to pronounce town as tune or, you know, tomorrow as tomorrow. It's completely fine. And my point is, you need to be not proud of your accent. I'm not saying you should go out and intentionally mispronounce words just because that's how it feels better for your tongue. But you should accept that you have a certain way of speaking and you can work on it, improve it if that's what you'd like, but clear communication is what comes first. If you can express yourself without any struggles, you're good to go. Let's watch this till the end.
Butter.
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 Listen. Butter.
Butter.
That's
Okay,
it.
he did it.
Say
He
again?
did it. There we go.
Butter.
It's possible.
Thank you
When
very
you
much.
put in the
Standard
effort,
English on
you
the
can
streets
do
of
it.
Teesside.
All right. Let's take another look at this video. Why am I showing you this one? It's because so far we've had, singers, we've had strangers on the street, seemingly from the lower echelon, how should I say, people with lower education. However, now we're talking about British members of the parliament. We're talking about the highest society of Britain. And we all know Britain is very posh, very up-nose, and you can't just get into the parliament like that. So let's see if this well-educated member of the parliament can make himself understood.
Gentlemen, what work is being done to make sure that this place is more accessible, particularly for some of our colleagues who have a disability?
Actually, sorry, I'd like to put on my headphones because I can't hear what he's saying right now and check if I can understand what he's saying. Let's run that back real quick.
Gentlemen, what work is being done to make sure that this place is more accessible, particularly for some of our colleagues who have a disability?
What work is being done to make this place more accessible, particularly for our colleagues with disabilities? Not that difficult to understand. Let's hear the response from this lovely gentleman.
Sorry, it must be something to do with my antipodean background. Could you please repeat the question because I didn't follow it?
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we have this gentleman from Britain whose ears are not used to hearing different accents. So is this Scottish guy's fault? Does he not speak good English? Absolutely not. It's rather the fault of the elderly gentleman who hasn't exposed himself to different accents. The only reason I was able to understand the Scottish lad is because I've worked with students from all over the globe and I'm used to all different kinds of accents. Finally, I have another video that I'll show you just to prove that I'm not a demigod and I can't understand everything. This is a video I've watched hundreds of times, and yet I still cannot make anything. I cannot make out anything this man is saying. Like, I have no clue what he's talking about. Let's listen to it together one more time. I'll put on the headphones.
And strays, Mikey is convinced over 45 sheep have been
So this
stolen.
is the reporter. He speaks
Possible
good
night,
English.
there'd be a full moon there about night and should be bright out and there could anyone go up in the mountains about night, sure. Well, there was 45 sheep missing, Mike, and the lambs and the sheep just count out a nice bit of money, Mike. To be done.
I mean, the only thing I can understand is sheep. Sheep. He's talking about some sheep and lamb. I guess lambs are also mentioned, but other than that, I have no clue what this man is talking about. Is it my fault? No. Is it his fault? Kind of. So that kind of accent is problematic. If people cannot understand you, there's a problem. If I were to speak in not my natural accent, but the way most Balkan people speak, I would sound like this, I wouldn't use some of the sounds and maybe they would be short, but you still would understand me, right? That's my point, like you still can understand me, and that's what matters the most. In sociolinguistics, we learn about how accents are perceived differently. People prefer those people who sound similar to them. So if you wish to work in the United States, chances are you're gonna fare better if you use a more standard American accent rather than your natural Spanish, Russian, Indian accent. But again, that has a lot to do with how we humans tend to discriminate against foreigners, against those perceived as others. Like I said, if you can make yourself understood, you're already on the right track. That's everything for this video, really. I don't know what else to say. I hope some of you will find this useful and find it encouraging. I have plans to start a new series where I'll do basically short interviews with English learners, and following that, give viewers the chance to connect with those interviewees and then practice English with them, because the biggest issue for most learners is the lack of opportunity to actually speak and use the language. Let me know in the comments if you have any specific types of videos you would like to watch. Until the next time, bye bye.